So same thing. I was really happy when Paul and Marcelo, when Paul came and started to show the one-arm choke. Because I had started doing it, and so I felt like, hey, this is pretty good validation, because if Marcelo's using this a lot, then it must be something worthwhile, right? So I'm here, and I do the whole series. I want you guys to go through and do the whole series, but the focus is on the single arm choke. So I got my grip, right? I punched, caught it, pulled my arm out. I'm going to defend, right? He's defending, he's holding. Like I said earlier, you got to be careful not to hit the guy in the face, but sometimes you're going to have to like literally pull when he goes to defend. You're going to have to like boom, break your hand out. Just like you're breaking grips, you're going to have to, if you hold my grip, my sleeve, I'm going to have to do the same thing that I would do just like if we were with the gi. I'm going to have to like literally yank, pull to get it out. And then I'm going to grab, push, I'm holding, and as I'm doing this, trying to open, I'm just having a hard time, right? Or maybe I feel like I'm here, and as I'm like opening, I get to this all the way, so I do this, I'm going to hip in and pull. So don't lean too far back. I'm using my hips, but I'm pulling, and then I go boom, but it's like, man, I barely got it, and I'm still from here, I'm going to have a hard time getting the rear naked choke in, it's just a pain, right? The whole thing's tough. So instead what I'm going to do is, as I get it open just enough, I'm going to go and suck my hand straight up. My hand's going to go to the back, like this mountain climber grip, to the back of the very top of the collarbone, or the shoulder blade, but like the back of the clavicle. I'm going to get it and hold it nice and tight. It's going to turn into a straight choke now. I'm going to defend, I'm just going to choke with one arm. So now I'm going to pull my elbow back, until I feel like I can get the choke. This choke's tough when the guy keeps the chin really tight, so sometimes you got to go back and like reopen. Like I'm kind of wiggling to get open. Now it's like, yeah, now I got the throat, I'm going to pull, you're good? To get the choke, right? So we're going to do it. I want you guys to practice the series, but I'm going to leave Steve's arms out. This is a really opportunistic choke, because this is the choke where you're fighting, the guy just leaves his chin open a little too much. He's thinking that you're going to go for like this. You need some room to get this in, right? With Tim O's huge arms, like the guy has to be open like this. You're going to make a choke. He just leaves it a little bit too open, and I'm literally just going to like, whoop, sneak it in. So I sneak it under, or straight up, or under, but when I sneak it in, I go all the way to that grip, and I don't let go of that grip. If he tries to come up and grab my hand to pull it off, I'm going to defend with my other hand. And now I'm cinching it down and starting to choke, and to help the choke, I'm going to pull my right elbow back. With this one, you really got to be in tight. This can't be like a lean back. Your head can't be all like loose or akimbo. This one's got to be really tight. Rear naked choke, if I get him real tight and I just use my arms, he's still going to tap, probably, right? It's good to have it all down and nice and tight, but this single arm choke, it's got to be snugged up. You can get it with your left arm as well. So like we're fighting, and I just sneak it in. Maybe I was here, and he like will not let go of my right hand, right? Just will not let go. No big deal. I pull, and as he goes to pull it away, I sneak this one in. I trade my head to the other side. Get my mountain climber grip, keep his hand now because he probably let go. And the same thing, tight, pull to get the tap. So my elbow's coming back, right? And this grip is anchored in place. It's almost kind of like an Ezekiel, the way it functions, right? I like it. This is almost the only choke I use anymore from the back, honestly, because you can get it with one hand, you can sneak it in really quickly, you can get it from a lot of positions. And since it's almost more of a straight choke, people go to beat the rear naked choke, like they go to put their back on the mat and they get all squirrely, like no gi. Like they go this way, you still can sneak it in like this, and then he goes to put his back on the mat, you can still choke him. Because it's kind of more of a straight choke.
You don't need to grab his gi.
I never grab the gi. Right. Well, not I never grab the gi. For the choke, I don't. For this choke, I never grab the gi. This is like the no gi equivalent of a collar choke. You just need enough room to sneak the collar underneath, right? But I use the gi and no gi the whole thing. And that grip is really strong grip. You can't let the guy reach up and like drag your fingers off. All right, so go through the whole series, arm push, do the thing. Try to drag the head open, but maybe you can only get it open a tiny bit. Maybe he won't let go of the other hand. Maybe you do it left-handed. Get used to it. Don't get used to trying to trade back and forth to choke like this because you don't have a lot of control. But sometimes it's okay to like boom, sneak the other one right away. All right, guys, give it a shot. Last one.